Gameblade's here. Gameblade's ready to be spooped. Maki is here. Hey, Maki is here. Maki is ready to be spooped, I believe. Welcome aboard. Spooping will occur. Oh, I'm getting this bitrate message again from YouTube, suggesting the audio stream's current bitrate 0 is lower than the recommended bitrate. What the heck? 0? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna check this out. What madness is this thing saying? That there's a 0 bitrate? I don't see any 0 bitrate. I think this is quasi. This is quasiness. You can hear me. There's no 0 bitrate. I don't know what the heck this thing is talking about. So we'll just continue. Hopefully everyone is having a good Saturday. Some people it's Sunday, I believe. Hope your Sunday is starting off well and spoopy. There's the bug noise. The bug noise is going on in the background. There's also rustling and crows. Night crows. The deadliest crows. Ah. That's the noise that they make. They go. Ah. I have coffee. Delicious. It has cream in it. I will be staying up. Maki's Sunday has started off pretty decently. That's good. Gameblade says my brother is away at California. So he is south of you. Older brother? Gameblade has an older brother? Aiden is here. Aiden says, hey, daRk. Gameblade asks, also, can anyone help me with this trade evolution in Pokemon? Hey, that's against the rules. Remember, you don't speak of other things, other games on this chat. But that's okay. Just this once. We'll let it happen. Also, Aiden says, also that Twitter clip that Enon sent made me laugh during my lesson. Yeah, that was hilarious, actually. I only saw it recently, and people's careers getting ruined out there. And so sad. Say a prayer for the Noel in that video. That was bad. Brutal. Need years of counseling from that level of beating. Just cruel and unusual, really. Okay, so bad news. Bad news. I forgot to do the new playthrough so that we could save the little girl. I forgot her name. The cute one. That her eyeballs got eaten. Or one of them, at least. I forgot to save Eyeball Girl. Eyeball Girl is still dead. So we'll just continue on that story. With the dead Eyeball Girl. Apologies. Pour one out for dead Eyeball Girl. Now, where did we leave off? Dramatic piano music. Eyeball Girl, no. I know, right? My fault. I forgot. I forgot to do the new playthrough and save her. Now, the otaku guy is still alive, and I believe the news anchor reporter, the adulterous news anchor, is still alive. I believe we have to talk now. We're awake now. We must talk. We must talk to Mewi. That is her role. She is the one that we talk to for information. Are you retiring to bed? West. I still have things to do. Okay, let's west. I feel like we should be westing now. Selection. West. Good night, Mr. Jackman. Oh no, creepy music. Hanayome story ends, sadly, with little girl's eyeball eaten. Just another night in the creepy mansion. It's been 3 days since Hanayome. All the other mark bears left the mansion. The only one here now. I don't trust Mewi. She grinds her teeth at night. She doesn't even have jaws. I wonder when I'll be free of this mark. When can I leave this place? Blood-stained bedroom. ... Sigh. Lasai. There's not even a scrap of meaningful information around, just blood on the floor. I look around Sayakujo's bedroom. To try to find something Maui mentioned. It's impolite to rummage through a woman's things, but I don't have the luxury to not to do it, so I go straight to the lingerie. I search every inch of the the room, even under the carpet, but I come up empty. But there's a giant blood stain on the floor that I just noticed right. Blood on the floor. Seeing the dried blood on the floor reminds me of that horrifying sight I saw. That one. Horrifying. I don't want to die like that. Remember, daRk, you have to touch her. Ew. 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 That sole reason has been my driving force in my struggle to survive. Since that day, I just don't want to die with flowers coming out of me. It's kind of gross. Although I would be doing the mortician's job, really. The mortician wouldn't have to do anything. Be like, I'm done. Look at the flowers. But I don't want to die like that. But how long can I keep this up? That thought fills me with such dread that it feels like my legs could give out. What would they give out? Tissues? There you go. Have a tissue. I'm Jeffman's legs. Have a tissue. Enjoy. You need a tissue? Excuse me. Tissue. Tissue. Jeffman's legs. After searching everywhere I can, I leave the bedroom. Yes, Maki, those were plants. Those were plants growing out of Sayakujo, the former owner of this mansion. She's dead now. She's just plants now. Bruh. The deserted entrance hall feels colder than usual. I go to Mary to tell her to turn up the heat, but she complains. She just says use extra pillows. Thinking on it, it's already been over a week since I came here. First, I mean. I've gotten completely used to this strange mansion. It's not really something I want to admit, but the bathrooms are really big. I mean, really, really big. How do you do, Lord Jeffman? Have you been enjoying our large, spacious bathrooms? Mewi gives me her usual greeting in her monotone voice. She's still a complete mystery. Though I can't say I'm not grateful to have someone to talk to now that everyone's gone. Is this how low my life has gotten? Did you locate the master key, Lord Jeffman? No, I didn't. Well, then you can't have access to the good bathroom. I see. I was sure that it would be there. I searched every accessible inch of the mansion and found no info of value. All that's left is the locked room. Do you know anything about the locked room? Could it be the good washroom? I'm trying to find the Kujo Mansion master key so I can open it. Mewi said she thought it might be inside Kujo's bedroom, but it clearly was a bust. It was a bust of Beethoven. You know, the one where he looks really angry and his hair looks like it's blowing in the wind. But his hair was just regularly like that. I think that's what happened. Hair was like that back then. You never needed gel. It is obvious I should have spoken with Lady Saya more before she died. But she thought I was just a doll, so I just pretended, you know. But I'd move sometimes at night so that when she'd wake up, she'd be like, I swear that doll was in a different position before I went to sleep. And then she died and she turned into plants. The secret died with her. I deeply apologize. Her voice carries a hint of sadness. But it's not my business what kinds of games she used to play with Sayakujo anyway. I already know that she moves around at night, and she grinds her teeth. She almost seems human when she does that. Almost. Oh my god, am I coming on to Mary? That's not good. I really need to get out of this house. Looking more closely at her, I'm struck all over again by just how strange she is. Don't touch her. Don't touch her, Jeffman. Don't touch her. Don't even look at her sad, sad eyes. Don't. Just a doll. I haven't really thought about it lately since I've been struggling to survive, but
How did she come into existence?
Yeah, maybe you would think of that first. Why is there a talking dolly that's telling you how to live? Wait, that's a doll? Indeed, it is. It is a doll that talks to you and tells you how to live and find spirits and stuff like that. Maybe he should have been questioning that first. Could have been the thing to question. Aiden has to go really quick. Maki says, I legit thought it was a person. Yes, I know. It's shocking at times, but you just have to remember, Maui is not really a portion. She just grinds her teeth at night.
Hey, Mary. You ever considered a mouth guard? I know it doesn't really work, but I mean, you might wanna... Were you made by Saya Kujo?
No, I have served the Kujo family since before Lady Saya was born. I was already here at the mansion when I opened my eyes for the first time. They say tools used for many years can come to house deities or souls. Really interesting. I may be something similar.
Wow, that's really creepy.
So you're like a Kujo guardian deity?
This is an exaggeration. I am just merely a doll that plays tricks on people at night and grinds her teeth excessively. Though I would be very pleased if I could achieve such status. Lady Saya's fate was most unfortunate. I will do my utmost to respect her wish to save all who bear the mark.
Her clear, green eyes stare at me.
Well, definitely, thanks to you, many mark bearers have been saved. I'm sure that Lady Saya would be extremely grateful to you. I very much feel the same way.
Her voice is emotionless, but it sounds just a bit softer than usual. Oh my god, do I like Mary? I mean, Maui? Her face can't show it, but it feels like she's trying to express her gratitude. This is getting creepier by the second.
Now, Lord Jeffman, now that the creepy music has started again in the background and not the sad Maui music, if I may continue, it seems a new mark bearer has made their way to the mansion. I hope you can find some clues as to the spirit that gave you your mark.
Before she can even finish her sentence, there's a knock at the door. She must have closed circuit cameras or something. A girl bounces in what bounces? Okay, a girl bounces in wearing a fancy outfit. It's another Gosuloli. Oh goodness, I thought we were done with the Gosulolis. Now there's a real one, not a fake one. I blinked dumbfoundedly at her appearance. Clearly I wasn't around during the mid-2000s.
Alright, what kind of voice are we giving her? The or the or the Do you think does she have a cheery voice? I don't know. I feel like she should have the somewhat low voice. Yeah, she's kind of goth. With the low voice. Nice to meet you. Good morning.
It's the middle of the night. Her eyesight is constantly inverted.
Oh, right. Sorry, I have inverted eyes. I'm used to saying it as a greeting. So, Dr. Kujo lived here, right? Madam Yasuoka told me to come here. Is Dr. Saya around?
Madam Yasuoka. Yup. No clue who that is. A goth, but happy indeed. Yes, she's one of those happy goths. A true man of wisdom is here. Hello, a true man of wisdom. He says, hello, daRk. And as well, to everyone in the stream, am I late? While I was riding my bike for a little, the chain broke after hitting a very high ledge, making me walk back home. That's unfortunate. I hate when that happens. And then you have to reattach the chain again, and then your hands get all dirty. But hopefully you're okay. That's good. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. We met a Gosuloli. I'm gonna have this coffee now. And coldly say to this Gosuloli, sorry, but Sayakujo isn't here. I'm Jeff Jeffman. The Jeff Jeffman. I guess you can say I'm representing her now. Are you here about the scar? I can help. Jeff Jeffman.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly it. It's actually called the mark, right? If you get it, your memoirs. Memoirs. If you get it, your memoirs become a mess and you die soon after. That's so awesome. Hold on, I have to take a screen cap because if my memoirs get bad, then I won't remember this line. That's what Madame Yasuoka said. She said sometimes you'll forget vowels. You might forget consonants too. It really gets bad. So I want to get rid of this mark. A true man of wisdom says, daRk, what is narrator voice?
Narrator voice is this voice. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification if you want to know exactly when I'm streaming again. Enjoy the show. Also, how is there another Gosuloli in here? Anyway.
Well, color me surprised. I didn't think anyone besides Sayakujo knew about the mark. But this girl... She knows what'll happen to her, but for some reason, she doesn't look depressed at all. She is just a whole nother, like, crazy mood. I have no idea what to expect from this person. Aren't you scared? Scared, maybe?
I'm terrified. But being a scaredy cat's embarrassing. I want to hurry and fix this whole mark thing for my fans too. I'm a pro, and forgetting the lyrics up on stage is a definite no-go.
I think I know what line of work she's in. Photography. She's an idol, a model, a comedian.
Make your selection now. So how many think she's an idol? How many think she's a model? She clearly models upside down quasware. Or she's a comedian. Wacka wacka. Delicious. Wait, correction. What is that narrator voice?
That narrator voice is the somewhat cheery goth girl.
Why does she remind me of Zentreya? Totally not related. Totally not related. Not at all. Maki says, I'm sorry, but daRk, you just sounded like someone on a TV ad. Lamau. I'm gonna guess that this character is an idol. Call me crazy, but she's probably an idol type.
Are you an idol or something?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Kashiwagi. I sing.
I have a feeling her name is a pun of some kind that I haven't picked up on, but anyway. We'll continue.
I sing, dance, and perform as a member of
Love and Hero. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, good. Shoot, we should have killed the otaku guy, but he's still alive. Maybe he'll come back. Oh no. But that's the idol group that he was nuts about. Love and Hero. So now she's actually there. Oh, wait a second. That's not good.
Oh, so that's your stage costume, right?
yeah, cool, right? I had it here straight after filming finished. If I'd gone to my dressing room, my manager would have found me. The taxi driver stared at my outfit the whole way here.
Giggling, she removes her jacket and bares her shoulder. A familiar mark glares bright from her skin.
I'm stuck wearing sleeves right now because of this thing. It's gonna be summer soon. I'm gonna have a weird tan.
It seems as though this person is indeed a mark bearer.
Oh, whoa, who's there?
Eyes. Eyes bug out comically wide when she hears a female voice out of nowhere. Clearly the writers weren't thinking that anyone would be narrating this. She may know about the mark, but it doesn't look like she knows about Mewi. Oops, I keep pushing the wrong button, sorry. Moonbear is here. Hi, Moonbear. Mewi updates I about everything so far. Everything that I didn't say to I yet. She starts with Kujo's tragic death, and then recounts our encounters with the spirits. I seem surprised to hear Kujo is dead. But she does admirably well in her attempt to swallow this string of unusual events. That's what she does, she swallows events.
Now, Lady I, do you have any idea, as to where you received your mark?
Probably when we filmed at the mystery spots, you know. I don't think I had this scar until after we finished up the filming.
I feel like I should ask her for more details about this mystery spot tour. And maybe for an autograph, I could sell it or something. Totally, I'm totally not interested, though. Not interested. Eyes, Buckaroo, or however you call it, Buckaroo, I think, says Moonbear. Buckaroo. Let's ask her. What kind of show is it? Where'd you go? What did you notice? Where'd you go?
We went around to 3 mystery spots that are rumored to be haunted. One was an old tunnel in O City.
Finally. We don't have to go back to H City anymore, although I feel like she'd fit in.
Another was a railroad crossing in T City, where a lot of accidents happened. And the last was a back street in H City.
God damn it, not H City again. God, although she fits in. Sure enough, H City was one of the places. Of course it is. What should I ask Ness? Or next in English? What kind of show is it? When did you notice it? When did you notice it, huh?
We were rushing everywhere because we were pressed for time that day. It just was suddenly there.
Well, that's not much help. What should I ask her next? Should I ask her what kind of show was it? I don't have the touch option.
Oh, a summer ghost story special. During the shoot, our guest star, Madame Yasuoka, and I got this weirdly shaped scar. The minute she saw it, Madame Yasuoka told me it was called a mark.
So I wasn't the only one. So I wasn't the only one to get one. I got one too. This Yasuoka also got the mark, so that makes 3 of us. Is this person not coming here then?
Oh, I guess I forgot to say. Madame Yasuoka is on her way too. She'll just be a little late. She's stopping by her shop in Giza before heading over here.
I think that's all the information I'll get from this numpty. You mentioned, and yet I'll continue asking her questions, though that's, I don't know, I contradict myself a lot. I'm Jeff Jeffman. Don't question me. You mentioned a street in H City, but where exactly was it?
Just a sec.
I digs her cell phone. I digs her cell phone, and I digs her cell phone out of her bag and flips it open. I really digs it.
I'm pretty sure it was in an email my manager sent me. Oh, there it is. It was, Kane Miyamachi North Road. It was a pretty weird place. A ton of manholes were over the...
Oh, manholes. Manholes. That's for sewage. That's where poo-poo goes. Imiyamachi North Road. Poo-poo. Manholes. It all makes sense now. The file in the garage said a woman holding a Buddha statue was seen there. Was it just a coincidence? Or does the woman holding the Buddha statue know about the poo-poo holes too?
Hey, you're kind of frowning. Is something wrong?
Oh no, it's just... you know... poo-poo holes.
It seems we have determined where you must go tonight. You must go to the road full of poo-poo holes. Head directly to K. Miyamachi North Road, Lord Jackman. And bring something to plug your nose. There may be a spirit waste there.
That's not the only thing I might find. I might find, you know. There may be a clue about who stole the Buddha statues from H Shrine too.
And of course, I'll come with. Our group has a song that goes like this.
Oh god. Oh god, no.
I'm not one to sit around and wait. I'll blast through those evil traps standing in my way with all my might.
She's gonna do a pose now, isn't she? Oh god, I'm worried. Moonbear remembers that place. The poo-poo holes place. A true man of wisdom says the aftermath of poopy time goes there. Oh yeah, that's exactly what happens. The aftermath of poopy time. The remains of poopy time. Or the remnants of poopy time. Actually, no, the remnants of poopy time. I'm not even going to say where they go. Or where they end up. But like the main course of poo-poo time ends up there. Moonbear says now we know daRk's greatest fear. H. What's a city full of H though? Hog. Now Trip Team can defend. Here we go. Sounds like Love and Hero specializes in the motivational type of song. Anyway, she seems willing enough, so I'll let her help. It looks like we only get one partner for now. Let's exit. Do 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 do. We're going to North Road. Get in the van. I gets in the van, as well as I. Boohole Road. The road runs through a quiet residential area. It's far removed from the major crossroads, so it's totally deserted at this time of night. We look a little suspicious wandering around, but no one's here to report us.
Yep, this is the place. We were looking for a ghost here.
It wouldn't happen to be a whammon, would it? Wearing white, carrying a statue, would it?
Oh yeah, actually that was the rumor. I don't really remember the statue bit.
So, did you find the ghost?
No, we didn't. But Madame Yasuoka said she felt a bad presence throughout the entire shoot. It was bad. Bad juju.
You keep mentioning Yasuoka. You have a crush on her or something? What kind of person is she?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to explain. She's a famous fortune teller. Her predictions often come true. They say she's got the true spiritual powers, you know, that kind of thing.
This fortune teller knew about the mark. Maybe she was working with Sayakujo.
Oh yeah, I better email her. Give me a second.
How rude. How rude. She's just gonna completely ignore me while we're here on this dark, scary road and start texting. Or worse, composing an email.
Yeah, I've got to let her know about you and about what happened to Dr. Saya. Don't mind me.
I pushes some buttons on her phone. Her phone has buttons. She's into old tech. Aiden is back. Aiden, you missed the road full of poo-poo holes. Actually, it's right there, if you need to see it. How do I make the, if I can make the text disappear? There it is. Okay, so we're on a road with lots of poo-poo holes. That's where the poo-poo goes, by the way. cell phones are getting pretty common now.
Sorry, that's fun.
These cellular phones are getting quite common right now. It's really annoying. In 10 years, everyone will probably own one.
Actually, no. Okay, so I guess this game is set in the past, everyone. It was actually produced in 2017, so I think this is just it's a bit of a joke that the writers are having.
Anyway, in 10 years, everyone will probably own one. Old and young alike. But the older you are, the bigger the buttons will be. They see everything. Technology evolved so fast, it's amazing.
Oh, sorry that took so long. Yeah, I was using what do you call it, T9? It's the newest way of texting. And you just have to keep pushing the buttons eventually, and it'll predict the words you want to say. It's really interesting. Anyway, all right. Should we get right down to investigating, Mr. Jeffman? If there's anything I could do to help, just let me know.
This is gonna be interesting. Let's start investigating stuff.
Oh, she has she has thy flip phone of buttons. I know, right?
Jeffman. Hey, hold on, I'm searching stuff. Oh wait, there's money in that vending machine. I want that money. Give me the money. An old vending machine. Doesn't look like it's been restocked in a while since it's mostly empty. Can I feel it? Oh, can't even feel it. One of the poo-poo holes. We can investigate it. A normal poo-poo hole cover. Looks like we need special tools to open it.
Huh? Tools? This one's got a different design.
It's true. It's the only one of an older make. It's covered in rust.
Oh, it looks like you can get a hand in. You want to reach your hand in there? Scoop out some poop? Can you lift it?
I highly doubt it. I'm sure you need special tools to open up a manhole.
Oh, why not just try, okay? Just try. Were you afraid, huh? You afraid of the poop? Determination and strength will get you farther than you expect.
Oh god, I have to listen to these inspirational comments. What is she, daRk? Is that from another one of your songs? Randay is here. Hi, Randay. Don't forget to Shelterino. Also Shelterino.
Oh, come on, Mr. Jeffman. You take that side.
Okay. Go.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
The lid lifts and a putrid smell wafts out. What were we expecting? It's the poo-poo hole cover. I can't believe we actually got it open. The black void stretches deep underground. A rusted metal ladder is set to the side of the manhole. I mean poo-poo hole.
Does this connect to the sewers?
What do you think, dingus?
Well, actually, it doesn't smell like it doesn't smell like it does weird. It smells like something else.
And the rumor about the white-robed woman, the woman mysteriously vanishes. Could it be that she slid herself down here into the poo-poo hole? Why don't we try going down for a look? Why don't you go first? I'll just hold this poo-poo hole cover.
What? Are you serious? But I'm in my stage outfit.
Are you gonna wait up here?
No, I'm coming. But don't you dare look up while you're climbing down.
I go first, and I quickly fall.
Oh, this is gonna be a good chapter, folks.
The rusted ladder creaks when we put weight on it. That doesn't make me nervous at all. What does make me nervous is I looked up. I'm not gonna say what color. It was brown. We make our way carefully, and it takes us a while to reach the bottom. Feel like this must go further down than a normal sewer.
It's like a secret entrance. Maybe for secret societies hangout? Do we have torches?
I's voice bounces off the walls above me.
I know. This is where the poo-poo holes go.
Jeez, Probably joking around to stop herself from freaking out. My feet finally reach solid ground. Nothing squishy. A concrete passageway stretches before us. I doubt it's been ventilated in a long time, so that's what that's. The musty air is stagnant and heavy, making it slightly difficult to breathe.
Definitely doesn't look like a sewer. At least my outfit won't get dirty, but where are we anyway?
Should I know? We'll just have to look around. Flashlight, go. That's the ladder we came up from. I guess I'll just investigate it anyway. Ladder. If I climb up the ladder, I can get above ground. Climb the ladder? It's okay. We'll keep investigating. What's the word? Investigating. Go back. Move down the rear path. We are in the poo-poo hole area, so that makes sense. I suddenly shrieks out. No, I was fine, okay? I'm tough, I don't shriek. But I suddenly shrieks pitifully. Pitiful. I'm not pitiful. I is pitiful. And stops in her tracks.
Mr. Chapman! What is that?
She shakily points and I shine the light that away. But these are just regular poo-poo hole streaks, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Something dark and long is clinging to the wall. Is that human hair? What's it doing down here? Oh, that's a lot of human hair. Why did we look up when we could have looked here, where there's more human hair than here? I can't investigate the human hair. We can only keep moving forward. And so we move forward. Wow, that was loud, says Aiden. But I have my noise gate. Oh, the noise gate. I was too fast for the noise gate. I think the noise gate kicks in after like 0.3 seconds, so you'll hear 0.3 seconds of loudness and then no loudness. Ai's just that talented. She's an idol, so she can scream for 0.3 seconds and stop. The wall has been discolored by water stains and dust, going by the fading. It's got to be old. Hair's kind of sus, I know. Mr. Jeffman, you sound like a friend of mine. Is your friend Batman, or is your friend Bruce Wayne? If so, I don't know him. Okay, the only thing I can investigate is this door. It's an old-fashioned, though well-built iron door. The paint's chipping in places, so it must be pretty old.
Wow, that door looks ancient! I had no idea there was a place like this underground with ancient doors and hair on the walls. Oh, could this be some kind of lab where they make hair growth products?
How can she say stuff like that with a straight face? This girl's dumb as a lampshade. Sure, her innocence is cute, but I get the feeling she's not particularly bright. Like a lampshade.
I'm sorry, did I say something bad?
No, it's not. It's not that. It's that. I swear. I give up on I. Boy. I give up on I. I don't give up. I never give up. Jeffman. But I give up on I and I reached for the doorknob. It's locked. Of course it's locked. Let's go. I don't want to stay here long, so I never get to finish what I'm saying. An old man jumps out in front from the iron door, yelling strangely. That's perfectly normal. Hey, where are you folks from? Question mark, exclamation mark. What are you doing on my turf, huh? Smirking, but his tone is serious. Just then I smell an odd stench. Very odd stench. It seems this old man is a homeless guy who's living down here. He's the stench. Nothing really. We'll be on our way. Don't look at him, don't look at him, don't look at him.
That's right. We haven't done anything.
I know she's trying to back me up, but she definitely doesn't sound convincing. Just don't stare at him, don't give him direct eye contact.
It's time to congratulations. Place for irresponsible layabouts like yourself. I understand, so leave my turf alone and get out of here. Unless you have any chicken nuggets, I'll take them chicken nuggets.
He disappears behind the iron door. We don't have chicken nuggets.
Aiden says that man is so creepy. A true man of wisdom says Paul gets the candy man. We don't have any candy either. It sounds like he's carefully locked it up again.
Man, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting a person to come out. Oh, do you think that guy was, oh, yes. He doesn't have a house to live in.
Yeah. Maybe not something you ponder out loud, though. Could it be she's never seen one before? Still, that old man, might he pop out just to warn us? If the door was locked, then he shouldn't have to worry about it being disturbed. But if I don't know why, then I would probably just do as he says. Let's go. He might come yell at us again.
Yeah.
Also, the obstacle in this stage is not snakes or bees. It's a homeless guy who comes out and says,
Don't go this way. Go the other way, stupid.
unless you have chicken nuggets, though. Different story entirely. Alright, we're gonna move down the rear path.
Moved forward. We're back at the ladder. What if I moved forward from the ladder? Oh, different story. Yeah, there's a red light. It's emitting a strange red light.
I knew that. I didn't need to investigate to know that.
Oh, there's a box. There's a large iron box. Judging from its corrosion, it must have been here for a long time. From a long time ago. Oh, wait, I'll just read that again. It must have been made a long time ago. I should feel it. I slip my hands ever so gently underneath the lid and pull up with all my might. It pops open with an unexpectedly loud noise. There are a few tools inside, along with what looks like a notebook.
Got hammer, hatchet, red notebook.
Wow, wow, wow! It was full of stuff!
What does the notebook say?
I flip through the notebook with eye.
Oh, I'm never gonna get tired of this.
The lettering is very fine. It's impossible to read in such a dark place. They must have been using a .002 mechanical pencil. But what concerns me even more is where do they even sell .002 mechanical pencil lead? And wouldn't it break as soon as you try to write with it? Only a ghost uses a pencil lead like that. So what's that smell? Did you fart, I?
I didn't fart. You farted.
I would never fart, I. A bizarre stench invades my nose like a mix between tallow, perfume, and blood. You should really get that checked out, I. It doesn't take me long to figure out that it's coming from the notebook and not I. I just had to sniff the notebook real close.
I can't believe you're holding it. I can't believe you accused me of farting. We just met. Did you maybe put it away? I think I might puke. Not at the notebook. You.
I put the notebook in my bag for now. The smell might permeate the other items, but some sacrifices are necessary. Olfactory sacrifices. We've seen just about everything we can. It seems to be an underground shelter, but with a solid concrete walls. It's not like your standard shelter.
Perhaps it's a bomb shelter.
Well, we didn't find anything on spirits or the woman in the white robe.
At least the notebook shows some promise.
Too bad we couldn't get more out of that old guy. What's behind that door anyway? ...
From the moment we entered the shelter, it's been hard to breathe, like there's a noose tightening around my neck. I thought it was because of the still air, but that might not be the only reason. Something in my head throbs. It's a migraine. This place, it holds some kind of horrible secret. A migraine machine. I'm almost sure of it. Do I somehow know this underground shelter? I have to burp. It was a long one this time.
Mr. Jeffman? You're kind of spacing out. Are you okay? Do you need to burp? You look pale, too. You could fit right in with our group.
I'm fine. It's nothing. And I can't sing.
The air's in here's pretty bad. No surprise you're feeling sick. Let's just head back up for now. Bring the tools and the book.
We return to the entrance and begin climbing the rickety ladder. I make sure to go last. When we climb out of the manhole, the breeze that brushes my cheek is quite refreshing.
Ah,
The unpleasant air that hounded us underground starts to disperse.
Ah, Miss I finally found you. I'm glad to see you're safe. Oh, Madam Yasuoka! Good morning, great to see you. But what are you doing here? I went to Miss Kujo's mansion, but no one answered the door. It's like they didn't want to talk to me for some reason. Who wouldn't want to talk to me? Oh, then I got your email, so I came here. I used my smartphone. It's better than a flip phone. Still, it's hard to believe that Miss Kujo passed away.
This seems to be the woman that I keeps mentioning. The thick layers of makeup make it hard. But, going by her voice, she must be pretty old.
I'm Toako Yasuoka. Every time I talk, this creepy chiming music comes in the background. Perfectly fine.
A true man of wisdom says, "Ew, let go of the notebook. Too bad. I pocketed it. I put it in my bag, and now I'm gonna make my bag stink." Also, migraine machines exist. It's real tech. I hear the government has them. Hi, what's up? Says, I heard chicken nuggets were here. Hi, have you been in the underground shelter where it smells? Because only people in the underground shelter where it smells know about the chicken nuggets. Okay. We ate them already? No, don't tell him we ate them. Then the old man will come after us. We don't want that.
You must be Mr. Jeffman. Read about you and your mark in Miss I's email. Seems you've been working hard to help the people who left the mark.
Yasuoka, how much do you know about the mark?
Good question. I'm sure I know less than what you are hoping I do. Miss Kujo told me about a scar like that and asked what I knew of it.
Oh. Moonbear says you would have fun voicing characters from Undertale, I think. Maybe I would. Gamblade says I got the hot pockets. You keep that to yourself, okay? Keep your pockets to yourself. Aiden says sorry, hi, yeah, about the nuggets, sorry about that. It's unfortunate though, I was hoping for more from this old lady.
I assume it's some sort of curse. I never thought it would be the work of inhuman spirits, or that I would become a victim.
Yasuoka rolls up her wrinkly sleeve, revealing her wrinkly skin and the mark on her arm. It's kind of folded. I can't really tell if it's a mark or just a bruise or something like that, but it's really folded up, but for sure it's the mark, I think. Could you stretch your arm skin a little bit so I could see if it's... Oh, okay, it's a mark.
I've lived long enough already. I have no attachments to this world. Don't body shame me, scumbag. Inon is here. Konnichiwa, Inon. But Miss I is still young. She doesn't have to unfold her skin so you can see her mark. Her mark is all nice and regularly young and tight and stuff. You're judging me again, aren't you? I just met you. I know, he said I farted before and now he's judging you. Not fair. Do everything you can to save her, but just leave me be. I'll be fine.
I can't promise anything, but I'll try. Did the two of you just stop farting, though? I'll need your help as well. Aiden asks, have you played the Pokemon DLC yet, Enon? Bam! A true man of wisdom says, question, what is Dom Senpai? Who is Dom Senpai, Shin?
I heard...
Oh wait, I mean, I heard you have spiritual powers.
Mr. Jackman, don't sound so suspicious. I don't care about spirits or ghosts, but she's definitely the real deal. No, it's natural to be doubtful. It's best not to tangle with spirits if you want to live in peace, they say. However, Mr. Duffman, you seem to have some spiritual powers of your own. I used to know a fellow who was just like you. He had a beard like a goatee, but he didn't have a mustache, which I found quite peculiar. He also had glasses, and he didn't do up his shirt properly like you. Very much like you. You were like that guy. Anyway, he used to run he had a vacuum cleaner shop. Back in the day when, you needed to take your vacuum cleaner to the vacuum cleaner shop to get them cleaned out and stuff like that. They didn't have those disposable bags like they do now. Anyway, back then you had to take it to a vacuum cleaner shop. So I knew a guy from the vacuum cleaner shop who looked a lot like you. And he also...
I know! Stop talking!
Have you experienced something no one else has?
The mysterious voice I hear every so often suddenly comes to mind. But I don't know if I should tell her, because she's going to start rambling about another story about some guy who looks like me who also heard a mysterious voice and who probably had some kind of vacuum cleaner shop back in the 50s or something. I mentioned it to her anyway. Enon says, oh, lowly idol girl? Yes, there's another idol here. I keep running into them. This one's a Gosu lowly.
Intriguing.
Oh, wait, what? Aiden says, sorry, Dark, I didn't like now, until now, eyes. Please don't kill me, eyes. I would never kill you. However, oh, by the way, the lowly's name is I, so we're making a lot of I jokes today. That's the theme, I.
Jean d'Arc was famous for hearing the voice of God.
Also, Jeanne d'Arc, awesomest character in history, I think. When a 13-year-old girl leads an army to victory, that's pretty crazy. Anyway, that's never happening again.
But usually it's only spirit whispers. It may be an evil spirit or a ghost. Maybe you're being haunted by the spirit of Joan of Arc. You ever think of that? Maybe Joan of Arc is nibbling your wrist right now. You ever think of that? Did you insult French people in any way? Is that why? Because then maybe the spirit of Joan of Arc is coming and she's biting your, she's nibbling your wrist. You better say sorry. Or even the soul of someone who loves you, trying to save you. Did you have a crush on Joan of Arc?
It's trying to help me. I'd appreciate if it could give us clearer hints, you know. That'd be nice.
I can do nothing about that. Humans and souls live separately. Imagine a long-distance radio signal. Remember radios? Do you guys still listen to radios these days? I used to have a radio, but it was really big and heavy, and we just put it in the living room. You know where you would put your TV? You know, the TVs? Okay, not the tube TVs, but where you put your... Actually, yeah, where you put the tube TV, but you can't put it too close to the fireplace. Do you have fireplaces these days? Because I think back in...
Okay, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, woman.
A soul protecting the one it loves? How romantic. Also, radios? What's that? Mr. Jeffman, do you have any idea who that soul could be? Also, what's a radio?
There's no way I would. I don't have any memories. Also, what's a radio? Even if I did, it's not like there's a way that I'd be able to know.
So, what's your plan now?
We're going to head back to the mansion. I'm done talking to you vapid idiots. We need to report to Maui.
Also, Enon, I believe Jeffman is getting a crush on Maui for some strange reason. He looks at her differently now. Differently. Aiden says, XD Lamo, same Moonbear, but it's funny. Oh, because Moonbear said, I don't even know what's the real story and what daRk's making up anymore.
It's all real, okay? It's all real. Everything Jeffman says is real. The farting, the poo-poo holes, everything. And it's not all just about fecal matter, okay? Actually, it mostly is. That's the point of the story. The last boss is just a giant pile of... I'm not lying.
A doll. One that talks even. It's there. In the mansion. You gotta see it. A talking dolly. I used to have one of those when I was a little girl. You used to pull the... She'd have a string on her back and you'd pull it. And then it would say, I love you. It wasn't the perfect technology. Sometimes the string would get stuck and stuff. Sometimes they used batteries and the batteries would run out. So I'd just try to find any batteries around the house. But if you put the batteries that are different age, like you have an old used battery and a new battery together, they blow up. And then some weird liquid comes out of the batteries, but you shouldn't touch it because they say it's acidic. Okay, I'll stop rambling now.
Thank you.
It's not so strange when you consider it's the Cujo family we're discussing. They love dolls.
She's not surprised at all. Guess it pays to specialize in the supernatural sometimes, also to ramble about stuff.
Shall we head to the mansion then? I'm intrigued by this, Mary. I want to see how long the string is.
Can I move forward? Let's see. No, I can't move forwards, yes. Moving backwards says return to Cujo Mansion. Yes, that. Piano music starts now. Oh, no piano music. Interesting. I'll just park this van. As Yasuoka climbs out of the car, her gaze turns nostalgic as she looks around. Been here before.
Oh, it's been a long time since I've been in the garage. Last time I was in the garage was in 1953. We had an old Victrola. That's not a car. It's the thing that you put, you know, it's like a record player, but instead of having a speaker system that it attaches to, it just had a big old, like a big funnel on it, and you could wind them up and they'd play, or if you were rich, you'd have an electric one. You'd stick a plug in a wall. There'd be a socket in the wall that you'd put the plug in, and then electricity would flow through it and it would play. It was really quite interesting. You'd love it, I think. But all you kids, you're all about the MP3s and iPads and iPods and all of that. I have no time for that, really. I can barely function those things. They need bigger buttons on them. They should make them really big, like a magazine. You know, that would be great. Do they have those? Like a phone that's the size of a magazine?
Okay. I can't. Okay, I'm just going to continue reading now. Anyway.
About 20 years now, back to 2 generations of family head.
You've known them for a long time then.
It hasn't been that long. Not even. No, come on. I was just talking about Victrolas like a couple of seconds ago. I had a falling out with Murasame, the second last head, and cut ties with them. They didn't even invite me to Murasame's funeral. The last head, Masamune and Saya.
Ooh, Masamune sounds like a really good sword in Chrono Trigger. Anyway.
Oh yeah, the last had Masamune and Saya were kids the last time when I saw them. You ever played Chrono Trigger before? Nah, you're too young for that. Anyway. Imagine my surprise when Saya contacted me a month ago and she said, "Hey, guess what? Did you know my brother is a sword in Chrono Trigger? How crazy is that? He's the best sword in the game."
Wait a second. Her brother's a sword? No, wait a second. First it was Murasame, then Masamune, and the current head is Saya Kujo, right? There have been 3 heads in 20 years? Wait, Enon says Niji is the strongest. Oh no, I have to replay. Actually, you know what? I don't think I finished. Shh, don't tell anyone. Oh no, she knows I didn't finish Chrono Trigger. She's mad.
That's right. Zayn is totally complaining about High's Smash playstyle. Is he one of those guys? Does he spam attacks? I used to know a guy who used to spam attacks in Street Fighter 2. He used to use daRk. daRk is a character who uses really stretchy limbs, and he does a little spin thing in the air sometimes, like a drill. But he goes really slowly. He's like a very slow drill. It's annoying. And if you keep doing it over and over again, you do the drill and then you slide on the ground, and then it's really annoying. And then you just keep doing it and keep doing it. Eventually I threw the controller at my friend who kept doing that over and over again. He's like your friend High then, I believe. Anyway, I'll go back to the story now.
Yasuoka Grimace is thinking of Street Fighter 2.
The family is known for their very short lives. Accidents or heart attacks, very few have lived full lives. Gossips say their family is cursed.
So, Saya Kujo didn't escape that fate either. It's probably just a coincidence, but the fact that her brother is named after a sword in Chrono Trigger, and that Lady Yasuoka seems to have a very good knowledge of Street Fighter 2. All of these things are related to Super Nintendo, also known as the Super Famicom. There's something about this mansion that tells me I shouldn't be so sure, and I should look around for possibly a Super Famicom. Inside Kujo's room, this could solve everything. If it really is a curse, what's causing it? Dust inside the console? Games that don't work properly? Has the system been hacked in some way? Did somebody try using a game genie? No one's gonna get that reference. Could it be Divine Wrath? Maybe that? Did somebody use a cheat code?
Ah, Miss I! You've been staring this whole time. There's something the matter. No, I can't keep up with your conversation. How many times do I have to tell you this? I don't know what a Super Famicom... The first console I had was a GameCube, okay? It was great. Well, there is something, actually. Never mind. Mr. Jetman? Does the Kujo family keep animals out in their yard? Because I stepped in poop.
I don't think so, then. That must have been like the neighbors. The neighbors just... They must have their dogs pooping in the... Something. I really hate them, by the way.
Oh... Then that black rabbit is odd.
It's Finn. The rabbit's back again? Does that mean Aiden is in the chat? But what's it doing here? Where did it go? Did you see Aiden?
I think it's headed for the building. It had something in its mouth.
Could it have been Aiden's hat? Assuming that Aiden wears a hat. What was it?
I don't know. It's too dark, and it's a black rabbit. It was far away. I have really good eyesight, though. Oh, you know that rabbit, Mr. Jeffman? The black rabbit? I don't remember any black rabbit. Do you remember Bugs Bunny? He was a cartoon rabbit. I think he first showed up in World War II. In World War II cartoons, or slightly before that, and then after that, there was a duck. He was a black duck, though. His name was, his name escaped. Slaffy, something like this. Slaffy Duck. Anyway, Slaffy Duck was black, and the rabbit, though, he was a gray shade. He wasn't a black rabbit like this one. He was more gray. Aiden says he had more fried rice. Okay, that's good. I like fried rice. You know, sometimes when I make I'll stop now.
Kind of. I tell them about the black rabbit I've seen on okay, wait. First I have to stop thinking about the rambling. Could you please stop rambling? Please stop rambling. For the love of God. I'm trying to continue talking and narrating the game. Anyway, I tell them about the black rabbit I've seen on my investigations. Mary said that it has some sort of spirit residing in it.
And now it's suddenly here? You keep rabbit food in your pockets? Are you a zookeeper sometimes? In your real job, like your day job? Like a petting zoo? You know, I used to know a girl named Catellia. She was a knight. And she loved rabbits, but sometimes she'd forget where she was and she'd forget how low her skirt was. So when she was petting rabbits one time, she brought a male acquaintance with her and he kept staring at her, but not at the rabbits or her petting the rabbits, but something entirely insidious. You don't want to know about that. Anyway, and now there's a rabbit here. Don't start petting it.
What could it mean?
I mean, what could that mean, I wonder? Oh.
All at once, my heart starts pounding. I mean, starts pounding, not stops pounding, because that would be really bad. I have a bad feeling about this. Like something terrible is about to happen. I find myself bolting to wow, I'm incredibly rude and I leave both ladies in the garage. And I find myself bolting to the entrance hall. Everything looks the same as usual. Don't see any bunnies anywhere. Did the bunny get inside the mansion? I quickly scanned the room for it. Here, bunny, bunny, bunny. Maui isn't sitting on the sofa. Did Maui find the room? The good washroom? Is Mary in the good washroom?
Mr. Jackman. Over there, in the corner. Oh wait, that was I. Mr. Jackman, here in the corner.
I turned in the direction I is pointing.
What's going on?
I's voice has an audible shake in it.
How the hell should I know? I have to force the words out of my mouth. My voice shakes like hers. Yasuoka is silent.
I've been here and done all of this before. I don't really care, really. I'm just gonna sit back and relax. It could be because I'm on all sorts of medication. I was prescribed a few things, and I just kept taking them. I don't even know what the correct dosage is anymore. I just pop them. Anyway, you kids have fun. I'm just gonna stay here and enjoy this ship. This is a ship that we're on, right? Has nothing to do with the medication. Anyway, enjoy the cruise.
Maui's dead. The bunny killed her. Maui lies on the ground, tragically broken. I barely got to know her. I didn't even get her number. Shame. She's still staring at me, though, in her broken eyes. Her beautiful face is smashed, or her beautiful smace is fashed to pieces. Next to her lies the rabbit. Oh, somebody killed the wabbit. Someone killed the wabbit and Maui. Was Maui the wabbit? The wabbit. The wabbit, oh no. Its head is twisted unnaturally. Fresh blood stains the floor. Hey, Mary. 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 Mary! Oh wait, I forgot I turned the noise gate on, so I can't really yell. You'll lose the emphasis from the screaming. Anyway, no! Is that the next? Oh yeah. Oh, there he goes. He called. I call out to her, daring to hope. Mary, Mary, get together, get it together, Mary. But only get silence in response.
Rip Maui.
Maui is dead, but she was a doll, so I don't know. I don't know what that means. But anyway, Maui is dead. So I don't know if you say that for a doll. There we go. Well, now we have no guidance. After that, I and Yasuoka helped me pick up Maui's remains as well as the wabbits. We work in complete silence, no one daring to speak a word.
But they just met her too. Can't they talk? Like, if anything, Jeffman should be silent. I know, this isn't allowed. No. We didn't even get to touch her. Not until the end. When she was all busted. It's not even fair. I'm gonna burp now. I'm not crying, you're crying. You're crying, it's not me. Well, now the couch sucks. It's just a blank couch. And sad music.
Maui is gone. I'll have to face the spirits in the mark without her help from now on.
Oh, you carried her in the B part? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. I carried her. That's true.
Not these hands will never carry Maui again. I really liked Maui. Says Moonbear. I'm not crying. You're crying, by the way. Terror and dread threaten to consume me. Will I even be able to hunt down spirits like I've been doing? There's no bunny. There's no Maui. What the hell happened here, damn it? Someone answer me! Who killed my lolly doll girlfriend? I didn't even get to ask her out. Did some spirit do this, huh? Answer me! We know Kujo Mansion isn't necessarily safe from spirit attacks. In fact, Saya was killed by Hanahiko. Why did the rabbit come here? The last time I saw it was H Shrine. Probably has something to do with H. Did it travel all the way here after that? Did it get a taxi? How did it get here so quickly? How did it pay for the taxi? Does it have an Uber? Does he have one of those cell phone things that everyone is talking about these days now? F's for Mary in the chat. And for what purpose?
Mr. Jeffman, a moment, please. I promise I won't ramble about anything inappropriate this time. I found this when I was cleaning. Do you have any idea what it is?
She hands me a key ring with a single key on it. The tag attached to it says, Master Key. I mean, it's the master key to the mansion. What's it doing here?
Miss, I did say the rabbit had something in its mouth earlier, huh? Could it have picked up this key ring and carried it for some reason? And then pushed Mary off of the ledge there, the railing, and then they fell to their doom?
You think the rabbit had the master key?
It's only a guess, I'm speculating things. People tell me I speculate too much and I ramble too much too. Quite possible that Mary also had it herself, Maybe she had it and the bunny stole it from her. And then they got into a struggle and then they fell down the stairs and they both tragically died.
But Maui said she didn't know where it was. The truth is shrouded in darkness.
We can use that key to open up any room in the mansion, right? Any place you want to get into, you know? Sneaky places? Naughty places?
Matter of fact, there is.
Oh my god! He actually said yes.
There's one place I've been unable to check out. The secret good washroom. Is it as big as everyone says it is? The locked room in the southeast corner of the second floor. There's booze in here. The layout of the room looks no different from that of the other guest room.
What are those tools on the desk? Desk! In yellow, in bright yellow. Maybe you should look at the desk. They look pretty strange. The frame over there interests me. You know, there was a time when I used to collect photographs. I was a bit of a photog. Kind of like how I over there is. She's a stage photographer. Did she tell you about that as her second job? She's not only an idol, she's quite the photographer. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I used to like to collect photographs, so I would get a bunch of them. Now, when you take a bunch of photographs together and you put them together in an arrangement of some kind that then enhances the artistic value of said photographs together, you call that a collage. So I used to get some like a liquid glue. You know, they call it a rubber cement. It has a smell to it. Some people tend to get a little bit addicted to the smell. They can make you a little bit loopy. Anyway, they say you shouldn't use it for kids and that sort of thing, but I had a grade school teacher who just swore by it because he was a bit of a collage addict anyway. So if you use the rubber cement and you cut the photos in an interesting arrangement, and what was I talking about again? Yeah, the frame over there interests me. I'd like to see the photos inside.
There are two places of interest. Which one should I check first? Examine the desk? Examine the collage? Or she's gonna stop, she's just gonna keep rambling. What should I do, folks? Bodies in the closet. You're expecting a jump scare? There might be a jump scare. Are you ready, Sensor-kun?
You better believe it.
Which one should we check first? Do we examine the desk? Like I said? Oh no, I didn't say it. I said it. Or should we check the frame like the rambling old lady said? I says frame. I'm possibly leaning towards frame as well. I also have to blow my nose. What should I do first? Should I examine the desk, examine the frame, or blow my nose? The snot is slowly trailing down my nose. Let's check the frame first. I'll snort the snot back into my nose. The picture frame contains several photos. Marionettes, wax figures, Japanese dolls. They're all photos of dolls. Was Mary really the owner of the house? Is this Mary's bedroom? And one of them... Naked Mary? Oh my god! One of them is a photo of Mary's bare frame. We've exposed naked Mary. Oh, I don't need to censor this. Anyway, it's Mary's bare frame. Look away if you're underage. It looks like she was still being put together. How lewd. When was this taken? There's a pattern on Mary's right arm. She has the mark. Isn't that the mark? But I never saw anything like that on her arm. I didn't get to know her well enough to actually look at the arm. We weren't that intimate. Plus, this one is a different color from the one us mark bearers have. The black mark. Ours may be red, but somehow this feels even more ominous. That was about all we'll learn from this. I'll check out over there next. Examine the desk or blow my nose. There's more snot running down my nose. Better check the desk first. On the desk is a board lined with tools. There are a variety of sharp chisels and long tools that look like spatulas all in a row. Hi says blow your nose, it's too late. Just blow your nose, says Moonbear XD. It's too late now. Next to them are bottles filled with paints and a stack of art books. Ooh, I want to see which art books there are. I would like to see the art of Spirited Away. Are these tools for making dolls? Are there hobby magazines there too? Does this person also like Gundam? Does this mean Mary was made here? Does this mean Mary makes Gundam models? Is Mary a Gundam? The desk drawers are full of tools as well. Ooh, fix Mary, that's a good idea. But there are no documents or reports on the mark like I had hoped. Oh well, this is all useless now. I picks up a chisel and studies its handle. Don't pick it up, stupid.
This thing, MK is engraved on it.
Saya Kujo would be SK. So, Saya's father was Murasame Kujo. And her older brother, the head before her, was Masamune Kujo. Either one would be MK. Yasuoka tilts her head in thought. She's gonna ramble again.
I heard the Kujo family ancestors were tasked with making Buddha statues. I suppose either of them could have been influenced by that, you know. You know a lot.
Please don't ramble. After examining the desk and the frame, we search the rest of the room as well. But we come up with nothing.
Oh, that's too bad. I was expecting an amazing secret, like, you know, when there's a bookshelf and you pull the bookshelf and then it leads to another, like, wall, where, like, the wall just turns for some reason and you're in a different room. And then you're, like, in a Scooby-Doo adventure and you have to run around in the dark halls. And then you run from one door and then you appear in another door in the hallway, in the same hallway, and you just keep running between doors and there's a monster chasing you and stuff like that. And it's really just, it's the custodian. You pull off the monster's mask and it's the custodian. That's what I hear.
We didn't learn anything more about spirits or the mark here, and also we didn't meet the custodian.
The only thing that's left is the diary we found in the shelter. Remember the stinky diary?
We'll just have to place our bets on that. All of our bets. Hi says, no, really funny story, but when I was young, the parents turning into pigs scene in Spirited Away scared the heck out of me. Yeah, it scared the heck out of everyone. It's really creepy. I've never looked at pigs the same. We return to the entrance hall. I pull the red notebook out of the bag I left. The flour and tallow smell assaults my nose. It's like, take that. Smell us. Flowers. Tallow. Yeah, like that. Stop assaulting my nose. I feel like my olfactory senses are shriveling.
Oh, what a vulgar scent. It's like it's giving an uppercut to my nose. I recognize this smell from when we filmed on Keimiamachi North Road. You know, that road has a lot of manhole covers, and sometimes, you know, there's a time when the stench would come out of the manhole covers too. You know, it may have been in the same man. Were you in that manhole cover?
Yes.
Yeah, it's only a brief whiff of it. So I thought I had just imagined the smell, but I guess not. Perhaps that's when I received...
Yasuoka scowls at the notebook.
She's right. If she's right, then this notebook could be connected to the spirit somehow. Why don't you read the notebook? Inside is the contents of a whammons diary. It almost seems like it was soaked in a pool of perfume.
Uh-oh. Why am I getting, like, Doki Doki Literature Club vibes from this diary? Goodness. I don't even want to know what the pen was like.
Stains and discolorations make most of the pages unreadable. But the last page seems clean enough. The date is from half a month ago. This is the creepy reading. Oh, we get a chapter intro. Chapter 4, Miss Zoo.
Oh, I don't know whose voice this is, so I'm just going to read it in the announcer voice. As I await the fated day, I recall my days as a teacher. The children called me Miss Zoo. Zoo, the keeper of animals. Probably because I kept so many laboratory animals in the science lab. I got to be surrounded by my beloved animals, the cute little snakes. It was so much more fulfilling than my current, boring research. But because of that foolish principle and the fire, the school was shut down. My paradise was stolen from me. I need to take back my paradise. The great Asura has bestowed upon me the wisdom I need to do that. Red! Tomorrow I will die. By the great Asura's abundant mercy, I'll be reborn as Miss Zoo, so I may rebuild my paradise again. Tall as the great Asura has stood. Oh, great Asura. Asura, 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 Asura. Asura, 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 Asura.
The rest of the page is filled with Asura. Did she lose her sanity while writing it? Traces of kiss marks cover the names. Oh boy. Oh, she crazy. Went crazy. That combined with the choking perfume, the heavy weight of lust is overwhelming.
The dark passions in this notebook is thoroughly disgusting. It's quite lewd. You shouldn't be reading such a thing. Don't keep such things on you all times. You should actually wash your hands. That might be a really good idea. You don't want to know where that book has been. I'd love to burn it to ash immediately, but I suppose you need it for some sort of video gaming purpose.
So this is the Miss Zoo who wrote this. Could she be the woman from the rumors? If she worked in the lab, that would explain the whole white robe thing, you know. But I wonder which school she was talking about.
We all know which school it was.
She said it was her paradise. Do you have any ideas?
Everything is H in this game.
Oh, yes, I agree. There's a lot of H in this game. It's a good thing you've employed Sensor-kun. Sensor-kun does a good job of censoring all the H in this game.
That's right.
It's the only abandoned school in the area that hasn't been torn down. You know, because there's a big recession back in the, I believe, the late 60s. They had to shut down all sorts of schools. They kept, for some reason, they kept H Elementary open. Like they had some kind of ulterior motive or something like that. Or they just thought the name was funny. It may be the paradise she wrote of, but that would make her a very interesting person. ...
I'm waiting for her to finish rambling. If what the diary says is true, then the woman died after she wrote it. Usually that's what happens. People don't continue writing things after they die. You know, it's probably before she died. This great Asura would have guided her transformation into Miss Zoo. I can't believe a human would choose to become a spirit of their own free will. Is that really possible?
She seemed fairly confident that she would be reborn. And the notebook being in the shelter might serve as a supporting evidence. It also really stinks. Can you put it away? Perhaps she meant it as a farewell to her life as a human. How sentimental.
Miss Zoo. So she the one that gave the Madam Yasuoka and I our marks?
That's where we found the diary, so the spirit must know the place. It would make sense that it comes and goes from there, and well, for whatever reason. It looks like we know where we go next. Time to go back
I mean, time to go to H Elementary.
New info is added to the Spirit File. The tragedy at Cujo Mansion, Other. Hey, our piano music is back. Don't forget likes, guys. Likes, subscriptions, and stuff like that. Although I'm pretty sure all of us have subscribed. Moonbear says cries. Several crying emotes. Who are we going to take? Who are we taking with us on this tragedy? Who will we find out about Miss Zhu and Maui and what happened to all of these things with? Either we take the idol, upbeat idol, or fortune teller, Miss Yasuoka. Bobby's here. Bobby says, "Ooga booga, I'm scared." So I is stupid. She says dumb things, which is great. Miss Yasuoka tends to ramble on and on and on. I'm sure at some point we'll have to switch between them back and forth. Is it just me, or does Miss Yasuoka's profile picture definitely look like something from Final Fantasy? She looks like a Final Fantasy character. Just look at the profile picture, not her her large picture, but the profile picture, just her cutout there. Final Fantasy character, definitely. Probably a mage. She looks like Squall's older sister. Character from Final Fantasy VIII. Sort of does. Definitely, yeah. Final Fantasy. All right, we're gonna take her. We're taking her because she looks like Squall's sister. Her voice is awesome. Oh, that's so great. This is the best chapter yet. And I still have half a cup of coffee left. It's good stuff. All right, let's exit.
A true man of wisdom says, "Well, daRk, I'm gonna go leave, so goodbye, everyone." Ciao, a true man of wisdom. We will see you next time. You can check out what happens in the archive. I have a feeling this might be the last episode of Deathmark, because Maui is dead. Tiredness is hitting. This is what happens. Actually, funny story. I was playing Genshin Impact last night, and then I fell asleep. I fell asleep during Genshin Impact, and I think I walked off of a cliff at some point because one of my characters was dead. This is what happens. Also, Enon says what the old lady said, which is
Kakugo Nazai.
although not Nazai. When you forget to eat lactose thingies, or when you forgot to eat lactose thingies and tummy starts to hurt while eating cheesecake, yep. Oh, do you take lactose intolerance medication or something like that before you eat those things? I know there are some types of medications or stuff that you can eat before those things. A true man of wisdom says, "You as well, Moonbear." Anyway, Kakugo Nasai. Enzymes, I see.
I'm telling you, just as I said before, people who can hear voices may or may not go to that love hotel in the corner there. Would you like to check it out? I mean, just to check it out. I just want to see how big the beds are and what the suites are. Sometimes they have theme rooms. They might have a theme room in there. And one of the themes might be ghost investigator and fortune teller lady who travels with him. You know, we could just check out the room, that's all. I just want to see what the rooms look like. Because I bet you drive by this place all the time, so why not get more familiar with it? It's there, right? It's right there. And yet you never go to it. Don't you ask yourself, why don't I go to this love hotel? Here, it's just here in the corner. Don't you get tired sometimes, too? Anyway, just a suggestion. You don't have to do anything. No pressure, Just, you could check it out. Anyway, people who hear voices are...
It's been a lecture from the moment we got in. I can't stand listening to her anymore, and I'm not going to the Love Hotel.
The most inherited that power from their ancestors. So I'm sure your family maybe has some kind of similar powers, you know.
It doesn't sound like it'll ever end. I zone out, staring at the road ahead of me.
Oh, by the way, changing the subject, I know you're kind of stunned that I would do something like change the subject, but you've been to H Elementary once before, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. The sudden topic shift shakes me out of my drowsiness because I was like, whoa, she actually changed the topic?
Oh, could you tell me about your experience? It would be a good reference point, you know. You didn't happen to travel with any high school girls and find them, you know, on the ceiling or anything, scantily clad, you know, by chance? Did you see anything like that? Also, just saying, there's a love hotel in the corner. If you want to check it out, there could be clues in there.
Sure, I don't.
Oh my God, you said sure? Oh, okay.
No, not about that. I tell her everything that happened with Hanahiko. It only happened a few days ago, but it feels like a lifetime. P. Kraken says, why does she sound like that one person from Pikuniku?
How do you know about Pikuniku? I thought I was the only one who knew about those games. There are a lot of games where you might hear a voice like mine, except maybe more younger. Sometimes you'll hear a voice like mine in the Doki Doki Literature Club game. The leader of the club sounded very similar to me, but much, much younger. I looked so much better back then. Anyway. I see.
She nods repeatedly. Moonbear says I'm glad I don't know any people who actually ramble like that in real life. It takes time. Don't worry, you'll run into them. What you have to do is just zone out and only pay attention to them when they say changing the topic.
Oh, there has already been one spirit and you defeated it.
Yeah, basically. Gameblade says, daRk, I have your Game Boy. No, you don't.
Then if Miss Zoo is in H Elementary, that means two spirits lived there separately in the same elementary school, you know.
Lived separately? Gameblade says, daRk, I have your Game Boy hostage. I will delete your save files if you don't give me 20 dabs in a row. What if I do 19, huh? And if it's not a Game Boy Color, it's not worth it. Two spirits existing in the same place. Is that even possible?
Of course, it's rare for powerful ghosts to live together in the exact same place, but if they really love each other, and then they get some kind of nuptial agreement, you can go to City Hall for that. There's a ghost City Hall that you can go to and you just sign some papers. It's really easy. You don't have to have a big ceremony or anything like that. Just sign the papers and they're good. That's why I said separately. In Hanahiko's case, was there any area that you weren't able to enter? Did it have, you know, animals in it, maybe?
Now that you mention it, we didn't go to the second floor after all.
Well, that decides it then. If Miss Zoo's in the school, she must be in the area that was inaccessible during the video game. Oh, it's probably accessible now.
Yasuoka analyzes the situation calmly, as if working with an abacus. Because that's what you do with an abacus, you work calmly. Even though her own life is on the line, it doesn't seem to rattle her at all. Probably because she's very, very old. Yasuoka takes one look at me and smiles, like she read my mind.
Oh, you're thinking about how old and wrinkly I am, aren't you? Well, of course I'm scared. No matter my age, I'm still human, you know. Just because I have a few extra wrinkles and varicose veins doesn't mean I don't get scared of stuff. Woo! See? Did you get scared by that? You know why? Because I'm human, and I know how to scare people. Don't underestimate my powers of scaring. I'm just ready to resign myself if it turns out to be impossible, you know. I'll just be like, well, so be it. Some things go better once you give up, right?
Is that your advice as a fortune teller?
No, it's somebody who's lived as long as I have. And the other advice is to check out the hotel. Just to check out their rates. Like how much for like a weekend. Just to find out. Bobby says, oh wait, is the 350 special gonna be... Oh, what is the 350 special gonna be? Did we do a 350 special already? Maybe we haven't. Anyway, that's how everyone gets to heaven in the end. When they just, you go to the Love Hotel.
As Woke and I arrive at H Elementary, she finally stopped rambling.
So this is H...
I thought you stopped rambling.
Oh, this is H Elementary, huh? It really looks like as haunted like they say, you know. Oh, the second floor is a top priority, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Then let's go. We don't have time to waste. I could go any second now.
Can I investigate this area? No. Let's just move. Headed to the entrance. Were there this many flowers the last time? I wonder. The battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. I remember it well. Let's go to the right. There's more flowers this time, I swear. Looking around. There's nothing. Okay, I move. I don't see anything for us to investigate. I think we can't even go in these doors. Let's keep moving. It's the staircase. The fire doors rusted shut and won't move. Let's go up the stairs. Climb the stairs. I return to the landing with the cracked mirror. I stare into the mirror, recalling how I felt back then. I quickly look away. I shine my light up at the ceiling instead. But there's nothing there anymore. There are no traces of the rose vines or the guard's corpse.
Is something the matter, young man?
No, it's nothing. I just wanted to check something.
On the ceiling?
Yeah. Spirits can do a lot of weird things, but can they really make corpses disappear? That would be ridiculous. We climb the stairs again. Poisonous snakes cover the hallway. It'd be foolish to try to keep going.
Are you kidding? There's poisonous snakes up here?
It'll be fine. If we leave quietly, they won't attack us. I cautiously take a step backwards. Suddenly the snakes react to my bag. Whoa, what the? The snakes flit their tongues in the air, trying to smell something. That's how snakes smell. They flit their tongues in the air. After a moment, they begin to leave. They disappear into the darkness of the hall before I can even blink. Like we've crossed some kind of threshold in a video game, and they no longer bar our path to entry into the new area. Gummy worm, says Bobby. I'd like one of those. Also, should I do a slither.io stream? Because that would be funny. They vanish without a sound, all at once, as if they'd never been there to begin with, and now we can access more of the room in the video game.
They left. What was that? Some sort of trap? Oh wait, we can't use that word anymore because the context has changed. Also, you know, Venti is a really cool character in Genshin Impact.
I don't know. It looks like the snakes were sniffing my bag.
Also, Astolfo is a really cool character in the Fate series.
That red notebook is inside. Maybe this smell made them think we were friends. Let's try going down the hallway. I haven't gotten this way yet. It's like we've unlocked an area in a video game or something.
Oh, is that so? How very exciting. Let's go.
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, never. I'm like your sidekick character in the video game. Going on an adventure at my age will be quite the story to tell in the future when I'm dead.
Yasuoka chuckles quietly.
Nice. I can now tool and feel a lot more things. There's a door. Moonbear just realized something and it's kind of scary. I just realized something too. Were you ever alone in a room and then you smell a fart, but it's not your smell? That's right. Very scary. I stole that joke. Bobby says what? Oh, he just realized it. Oh, hot tip. It was Jackson. That's what happens when Jackson farts. Whoa. I didn't do that. It's always Jackson. The door to the music room is locked. Can't feel it. The second floor isn't covered in roses like the first. There's no movement, and I can't see any plants, because that phenomenon didn't happen on this floor. Also, we're waiting for that scary thing that Moonbear hasn't said yet. I moved forward instead. Question mark, exclamation mark, somebody's playing music. A piano plays somewhere.
That was a piano, correct? Is that what that noise is? It's not like I've never heard a piano before, but I just feel like that's the thing I should say as the sidekick. ...
Gameblade says, Dark, say goodbye to your Game Boy Color and your save files. You still haven't gotten me your 20 dabs yet. What if I do 19? Moonbear says it's probably obvious, but I only realized this when it typed, but how the heck are there so many snakes, and this woman's gonna be terrifying? There's a good chance. There's a very good chance. Also, I have to burp. Gameblade, I did the 20th dab there while I was burping. I burped and then dabbed, because the burp was so good. I still still my breath, and strain to hear any noises. Piano noises. But it doesn't seem like anyone else is here.
What's this?
She picks up something off the ground. That's what old people do. It's a piece of sheet music.
Got sheet music. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are.
It looks like piano sheet music.
No, the children's song.
Can you play?
Oh yes, of course. I like playing. I like playing Tiddlywinks. I play marbles sometimes. I play chess, checkers. Ever play Connect 4? Connect 4 seems really fun the first couple of times you play it, until you realize it's just so limiting. And then you get to the point where both players always get to the last hole, and it's like whoever puts the last hole in wins. So you stop playing it after a while. But I play all sorts of things. Well, I wish that was true. I'm utterly hopeless when it comes to music.
Then why did you say yes?
I'm tone deaf. I have no sense when it comes to rhythm. I don't know bebop. I don't know jazz. I don't know scat. I'm absolutely useless, really. But I've got all sorts of interesting stories. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you in this area.
New info is added to the spirit file. Piano sheet music. Also, that reminds me, I'm betting our other partner is musically inclined. Maybe we should go get her. Let's continue walking, though. Gamblade says, also, Dark, would stream are you going to do for tomorrow? Just asking. And autocorrect can go to hell. But, said what? Can go to hell. I said what, but then it typed wood. Lol, says Bobby. Anyway, we're doing Breath of the Wild tomorrow. Because I promised Hi that we would do Breath of the Wild tomorrow.
Entered the room on the left.
Whoa. There was a gunfight in here. Gunfighting happened in here. Window.
I look out the schoolyard through the window. I don't see anything moving around. There's no bunnies anymore. The bunnies are dead. The blackboard is covered in dents and scratches. It's probably too damaged to use. Just when I was gonna write dirty words on it. Always check inside desks. Oh, I can't check inside these desks. A wasted opportunity. There's nothing I can search or feel or tool, touch. Let's go back out. Left third grade classroom. Sorry for the unrelated topic. That's perfectly fine. Continued moving forward. It's just a bland, generic hallway, but there's something on the ground. The bare floor causes our steps to echo as we walk. We need to make sure the spirit doesn't hear us. I wish we had slippers on. Move forward. The very long. There's barbed wire on. A jumble of wire is wrapped around the door handle. Let's feel it. Sounds like a good idea. Feel. I pull on the wire, but it won't move. It's been carefully and tightly wound. Plus, it's pretty thick.
Thicker than a Snickers.
It'll be impossible to cut it. Do I have something that can disintegrate metal, perhaps? Yasuoka speaks up.
Would it be useless to try to hack it off with something, like a machete? You have a machete in that bag?
I won't say it's impossible, but I wonder if it would be that easy. I could use all my strength to cut it, but I get the feeling that wouldn't get rid of it.
It's true, that would be a problem, then, wouldn't it? In that case, we'll just have to melt it.
Melt it, but it's metal.
Didn't you learn about that in science class? Acid melts metal, you know. Don't you have some acid in your bag? Did you carry acid with you? Oh, do they not do that experiment anymore these days? I used to melt metal all the time. I carried a satchel full of acid everywhere I'd go.
True, if we could do that, then we could be silent about removing the wire. True, if only we were back in the days when people carried acid around. We have a chemical like that. Couldn't hurt to try it. We don't have any chemicals like that. We just have sheet music and a red note. Continued moving. There's nothing else for me to inspect here. I feel like we're gonna reach a dead end any second. It doesn't look like the fluorescent bulb is broken, but it stays dark. Enter the room. Long desks and what look like sinks loom in the darkness. This seems to be.
This appears to be a science lab. Haha, this takes me back. Still, though.
Yasuoka grimaces. I'm shocked she's not around.
It smells in here.
It's an irritating stench that stings the eyes. The putrid smell fills the whole. Like a box of onions has gone rotten. A look comes over Yasuoka's face, like she's remembering something.
I remember when I had stinky onions in a box. It's like the smell of death. ...
Even so, it's not like we can just leave. Let's get this done quickly so we can move on. The smell of, oh boy, there's all sorts of dots. Boy, here we go, folks. Be ready. There could be lewd imagery at any second now. There's a talisman in the dusty sink.
Oh, the worn-out talisman.
When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow throughout. I got that soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently. It's gone now. Don't even think. Bobby says stinky onions. Yes, that's the smell of death. Or stinky onions. The desk is scorched. It seems like there's more fire damage in here than in the staff room. This is probably where the fire started. Opened the door and left the science lab. Oh, that's super creepy. That is really creepy right there. Anatomy doll thingy. I open the cupboard and check inside, but all I find is trash and dust. Delicious. Game bleeds as I'm so close to completing my Crown Tundra Pokédex. Have you gotten any sleep in the past day? He's at 193 out of 210. Also noise. It's a sturdy wooden cabinet. Let's feel it up. The cabinet door opens easily. So easy. The inside is completely full to bursting with something. I pull it out and discover that it's a garbage bag full of shredded paper. Score, but office trash. Poggers.
Are you gonna take that with you? What an odd man you are keeping trash.
I lift up the bag. An unshredded wad of paper falls to the floor at my feet. I open up and see several complete sentences. Guess they failed to destroy this section. Got fragment 1. Or I. Let's read the fragment. I'm Jeff Jeffman. Wait, these are our two. Office trash. A trash bag found in a cabinet in the storage room. It's full of shredded paper. It could almost be a plump cushion. Command, hold office trash. Range long. Fragment 1. E-item. A portion of a memo. At sound wave. Wait, sound wave forms foot sleep. Also, reggae. Who likes reggae? Oh no, actually no, that would need 2 G's. Site. Will Aggie it to aware of like testing. Lovely. Creepy doll? Creepy doll. It's an elaborate anatomical model. Let's feel it. I test the outside of the model. It feels like it's made out of wood or resin. I can't really tell. Tool it. Hammer. A hammer found in the shelter. I take out the hammer. What do I do with it? I don't have any particularly good ideas. How about smash that creepy thing? Okay, he didn't do it. There's books and stuff. There are materials used in science class. I grab one and flip through the pages. There are tons of notes inside scribbled in thin letters. It seems they're simple explanations for the students. I take out the last book, and when I look inside, a scrap of paper falls between the pages. Found a worn-out talisman. I pick up the worn-out talisman. I feel warmth flow through. I got that soul power. Worn-out talisman crumbles silently. Nothing on the floor. Ooh, there's a canister of something. Boom. It's a shelf packed with numerous chemicals. Getting closer, I see some large containers.
Well, that's interesting.
Question mark, exclamation mark.
I hear Yasuoka gasp behind me. Hands, ears, eyeballs. Body pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. Kinda sus, I agree. Can't be. There's no way they'd use this as educational aids. They're extremely fresh for being samples. Probably because they were cut from a living body. But it doesn't seem like it's been that long since any of these were severed.
New info is added to the spirit file. Science lab storage room. There's dead stuff there.
Other than the jars with human parts, the cabinet has several containers of chemical. Okay, we already read that. Taking a closer look, I notice a tag on the side of a container.
Great Asura.
The letters are messy but legible. Great Asura. Down must mean below where we currently... Would that be the first floor? Recalling the school's layout, I think there was a similar storage area on the first floor. I'm not sure what it means, but it might be important. I decided to take the tag just in case. Got tag. I don't think we need to feel these. ... I know they're not alive anymore, but it takes a measure of courage to search the body parts. I stick my hand inside, half closing my eyes, and feel around the shelf.
Oh, is something there?
Well, yeah. I stop myself from voicing my frustration. I can't make Yasuoka do something like this. I search the chemicals, formalin containers, unidentified samples, every nook and cranny. I find a few things I can use. A clear bottle with liquid inside. It has a label with a chemical formula on it. A brown bottle that has an irritating smell. Its label is rotten and unreadable. And finally, a bottle wrapped in foil. It smells faintly of flowers, but it's likely just some kind of chemical.
Got clear bottle, brown bottle wrapped in foil.
Is that everything? Once I'm done looking around, I stand up. A vinyl bundle in the corner. I pick it up and realize it's a tightly wrapped bundle of clothes. A white coat stands out the most. It must be
A lab coat.
that bundle of clothes.
This is a science lab, so they likely have spare lab coats. That's all that you picked up there. Though it is a bit concerning.
But that there's jars with human body parts in it? Could that be? Yeah, I'm telling you, she's extremely annoying.
That rumor about a ghost in white. I and Yasuoka, well, not me, but I and Yasuoka got their marks while filming a TV show about in Miyamachi, sorry. And all the other clothes along with the lab coat. Meticulously. Is it really just a coincidence? That this room has a lot of crap. I don't see anything else. Let's leave. That's the science storage room. A school broadcast? Do you have any? A strange voice echoes over the intercom. I hate zombies, by the way. Do the test immediately. Table on the table. Static crackles before being cut off. Seems like we're being...
It seems like we're being watched. I believe she said terrible.
We might be on the desk. Let's take a look.
New info is added to the spirit file. School announcement.
On the desk, scattered with lab equipment, is a small pencil, a problem sheet. Are we supposed to fill this out?
That's freaking terrifying, says Moonbear. I agree. Peek at the questions. Start the test. Stop.
Peek at the questions. I take a sidelong glance at the problem sheet. I see what looks like chemistry symbols. Looks like this is a
Science test.
Looks written at the top in messy letters.
Remember the experiment.
That's right. I found several bottles of chemicals in the storage room. Are those chemicals used in some sort of experiments? Let's look at the bottles. They might be important. Clear bottle.
A vial with a white label that reads CH3, CH2, O.
Flammable. Do not hold by open flame. Getter. Clear liquid. The command. Range long. Brown bottle.
A brown opaque bottle. It smells a bit like chlorine. Corroded label says, or reads, handle with care. Command. Getter smelly liquid. Range long.
Foil wrapped bottle.
a bottle completely covered in aluminum foil. The label reads ID5. It has a fresh floral scent. Command, scatter, solution. Range, long. They're all long range. One of them is flammable. That's the chlorine thing. Interesting. Everyone agrees here. Bobby says O. Moonbear says CH is chlorine, I think. Oh, wait, no. Thunder is here. Hi, Thunder. Thunder says Spoopy game. Bobby says Yesh. They're both capitalized, so it's actually OH. Also CH as well. It's C and H. Bundle of clothes. Bundle of clothes in thick plastic. On top is a white lab coat. It was crammed into the shelf with all the other jars.
I think we should take the test. I think I should also drink some of this coffee. It's good coffee. There's a pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. Start the test. I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Super creepy. Begin the test.
Live! Or die.
Compound A is used as a fuel or a disinfectant. Its chemical formula is CH3CHX.
Oh!
What number should X be?
Soul Power 2000. Go, 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 go. Let me answer. Oh god, oh god. Safe. Compound N is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts with various metals. Oh, thank you. That's good. That's very interesting to know. Which statement about compound N is true? It's combustible. Again, turns black unconscious. It needs a light-proof container. It's in the brown bottle. Number 3. It stinks when it's thick. And a fragrant. Oh, and fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? What compound is it? It stinks when it's thick. It stinks when it's thick. And it's fragrant when it's fragrant. Why did I say fragrant? Could it be that my silly voiceover is actually turning into real voice? That's not good. What compound is it? Oh no! Ammonia? Indole? Skatol? Indole? Yes, August! What the heck is indole? ...
Survived. You guessed the last answer.
It seems we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet. Oh, come on, man. The next test is in the room next door. Proceed there quickly, students. Well then. It sounds like there are other tests.
It seems so. Perhaps she wants to test us. I used to have a grade 10 chemistry teacher who's very much like this. Although, instead of putting tests in different rooms, he would just kind of dance around from room to room and yell answers. For tests in other classrooms, he was quite... Everybody loved him. He was great. And then they fired him. I wonder why. I'm not sure. Anyway, totally unrelated to this. You should probably go to the next room.
Maybe. I mean, that's what tests are for. But why? I'm concerned I don't feel like guessing. A more immediate topic should be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Also, cue the eerie music. This thing really reeks.
I didn't notice it when I was focusing on the test, but the answer sheet stinks terribly. It's 100 times worse than the notebook. Like a zoo in the dead of summer. I shut it tightly in a random pouch in my bag so the smell doesn't spread. I got answer sheet. Yasuoka narrows her eyes at me.
Are you sure you shut that thing securely? I can still smell it. It still stinks to high heaven. Bobby says,
Indole is an aromatic, heterocyclic organic compound with the formula C8H7N. It has a bicyclic structure consisting of a 6-membraned benzene, interesting, ring fused to a 5-membered pyrrole ring. Indole is widely distributed in the natural environment and can be produced by a variety of bacteria. Interesting indeed. Much understood. Unexistent says Shelterino. Hey, Unexistent. Also, hey, Jay. Either or. Shelterino.
Yasuoka's right. The smell has definitely gotten stronger instead of weaker. Sorry, I'll check. I look down to double check my bag. I spot something that looks like a box down on the floor behind the desk.
That's not good.
Oh. My instincts realize what it is before my brain does. Hands and feet stick out from the blood-soaked cover. Inside that box is... I've got to check to make sure, but I can't make myself move. Yasuoka seems to notice something's wrong.
I'll help you, don't worry. You just stay right there, young man. Let's see what you got over there.
Just stay back! I'll check it. After gathering my courage, I reach out. Unexistent is sleep deprived. Enon says, "Is that hand?" Indeed, I believe it is hand. Get ready for it. I pull off the thick sheet. That hat's familiar, so are the clothes. There's no mistake. It's the corpse of that guard who was hanging on the ceiling with Moe Watanabe. I collapse to my knees. A horrible feeling comes barreling through my chest.
Calm down, it's okay. Come on, take a deep breath. I'm sure there's a waste basket somewhere around here that you could vomit in.
There's a corpse. That's where the smell was coming from.
Oh, so that's what it was. I told you it was death. You didn't listen to me before. I told you it smelled like a box of rotting onions. That's what death smells like. Old onions.
Bobby says, looks like sand with fruit punch on it. That's exactly what it is. Oh, that's a head. A head of what? Lettuce, maybe?
That's a head. I see what happened there.
Well, let's quickly leave here. Staying here will only make things worse.
I drag myself up woodenly like a puppet. On strings. The classroom next door.
What?
The next test is in the next class. No, it's in the classroom next door. Moonbear says I just didn't want to see a face. That's good.
Yes, let's go next door. There might be a face. All these tests make me feel like I'm back in a girls' school.
There's a dead body in the room.
Yasuoka's probably shaken, so she's putting on a brave front anyway. Even an act like that is helpful at times like this. After all, there's no time to waste. Whoever carried this corpse here could be lurking around the corner.
She's creeping me out. Yeah, me too. Really sus.
Moved forward.
Classroom next door. Classroom.
The fire door doesn't budge when I try to open. Maybe it's warped. Let's move backwards. Perhaps it's back.
Hi, Jackson. Jackson is licking my.
Anyway, Jackson's here. He's being weird. Turn around and go backwards. Turn around and head back. Move forward. Enter the room on the right. Well, that's interesting. There's someone that's decorated.
Oh, this says something.
I don't know what. The plant's in the flower pot. Let's feel it. I lift it up and uncover a dirty piece of paper. It's dirty. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through. I got that soul power back. The worn-out talisman crumbled silently in my hand. Something is scrawled on the blackboard. Enon has put it in text in the chat. I Zen? Looks like the letters spell I Zen. There are more after that, but dot dot dot.
Google Translate.
Time to bust out my Google Trends. They aren't legible. I Zen.
Oh, there's Asura, I believe.
Question mark? Exclamation mark? Really? That's what it says?
It's difficult to explain, but I can see the direction the strokes are going, so I guessed it. Following them, that's what it says. Altogether, it's Aizen Asura.
Zenos. It's not familiar. Is it the name of a god or Buddha? But why is that written on the blackboard? Interesting. Dying love? Good, that's really not. Is it? Oh no, that's where the test is. Are we ready for the test? Dying. Everyone's saying dying. That's good. And a spoopy, actually. Why is there blood on the floor? Flecks of red are all over the floor. They smell like iron. It smells like. You have to do the test now. There's a pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. You get the questions. I take a glance at the problem sheet. There are a number of long sentences. Looks like this is a science test. It's written at the top in messy letters. Read the blackboard. Blackboard? I'm supposed to read it? I'm not sure if the scribble is... Guess we have to start the test. We read the blackboard. Confused. I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper.
Surprisingly, Google got it right.
Begin the test. You have 45 minutes. When you're finished, put down your pencil and turn the paper over. And then quietly hum at your desk. Don't take out your phone. It will slap you.
Live.
Or die. Question 1. Believing in that the Buddha is important. The Buddha is most extremely vital. You must believe in the incredibly strong, great I. The incredibly strong, great I is like an angel. You must erase the stench of corrupted humanity and become one with nature. I didn't study this part. This is called Dash Zen Unity. Quick.
Save. Artificial intelligence unity. Done. Got it.
Question 2. Humanity is the embodiment of pain. They kill other animals. My fellow snakes also spend every day in absolute misery. My dear snakes hate this world like they hate the sun and heat.
This disaster is called the
Cray blank edge of decline.
critical crimson. Critical crimson. Critical or crimson? I don't know. Crisis. Crisis. I'm gonna go with crisis. No, it's wrong.
Question 3, we're dead. I carry the great talisman every day and seek rebirth. The talisman is important. It is a greater treasure than the brain or heart or life itself. This is shown not in words, but in deeds. If I walk with the talisman, I will become... Oh God. I will become... Train Dustra. Dot.
Survived.
Woo. It seems we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet. Next test. 2 rooms over. Don't enter the classroom next door. Off limits. Well, that's succinct. Got answer sheet. Don't go into the classroom next door. Why?
Perhaps she's hiding something in there. But obvious has the opposite effect, you know.
Pretty much. He probably didn't think it through before. Question mark? Exclamation mark? Sounds like something is hitting the wall. It appears to be from the room next door. Sounds like something's in there. Check out the room next door. We'll do the next test later.
New info is added to the spirit file. Forbidden classroom. Enon says Sariputta is one of the Buddha's disciples. Left the 6th grade classroom.
Moved forward. That's the barbed classroom. Now, which one melts the metal? A jumble of wires wrapped around the door handle. This door appears to be locked by wire stuck in a tool it. Flammable? Brown bottle. That's the one. Smelly liquid. I take out the brown bottle out of the bag. Stare at the label. It has a usage warning on it, and it smells like chlorine. Could be some sort of strong acid that could melt metal. Should we try it? I take off the lid and slowly pour the liquid on the wire. If I accidentally get some on the keyhole, it could be a problem. Shh. Just a little at a time. Think, Jeffman, think. There's a faint bubbling noise and a smell that's indescribable. It seems it's working like we hoped.
Oh, good job. That must be some kind of nitric acid.
Fortune tellers sure do know a lot, maybe too much. Then, I think that should do it. Craze is here. Hi, Craze. Yo, Craze, says Bobby. Hi, says, hi, Mr. Craze. Moonbear says foil. Thunder says, hey Craze. Craze says, yo Thunder, where you get your PFP? Moonbear says, oh, never mind. Thunder says, oh, I got it somewhere and copped it. He copped it. Lol, also bruh. But it's called something like Juice versus the World. And now we know. I pull on the wire again. This time it comes out of the keyhole easily.
Well done, now we can check out this room. Let's go inside quickly.
Yeah, let's go. Discarded the empty brown bottle. Why didn't we go in the room? Entered the room on the...
Oh, that's normal. That's perfectly normal. There's nothing out of the ordinary with that. Perfectly normal. I have my coffee. Now, Craze, if you do need food, I wouldn't look at this image. There might be some food hanging up on one of those light fixtures, though. Yep, perfectly normal.
The instant I open the classroom door, something glints in the darkness. Then a horrible stench makes me choke.
Yep, that's all very normal stuff.
This
is blood.
Why are there giant footprints? There's footprints on there, like huge footprints. Can you see that? That giant footprint in the corner? Like the left corner of the room?
beneath my feet. It feels like I'm stepping in something soft like mud. I'm just gonna say it's mud. As I shine my light into the room.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep.
What the hell is this room? As if I stepped into a slaughterhouse. The scene before me is horrific. Organs scattered across the floor. Chunks of meat. An overwhelming amount of blood. Blank, glassy animal. And blank, glassy-eyed animal heads lined up across the desks.
How terrible.
Asuka struggles to retain her composure by covering her mouth with a handkerchief. That's what old ladies do all the time.
Are they used for sacrifices?
The words sacrificial rite come to mind. Why the hell? Look, let's check it out. We need to look around. Because why wouldn't we look around here? I'm trying to convince myself by saying it twice. Suddenly. Question mark. There's a sound from the window lid. Is someone here? Make my way past the animal heads to peer cautiously at desks near.
Bruh!
A naked body is lying in a pool of red.
I'm sure it's just here for shock value, but anyway, good job, Sensor Kun. Sensor Kun, yet again. Applause. Nice. Nicely done. Good job, Sensor Kun. Good job. Doing this good job. Truck. Yeah, lots of truck. Yep, it's a bad one. That's a bad one.
A naked body is laying in a pool of red. Countless snakes are slithering all over her. The woman almost looks like an animal waiting for dissection. Actually, whoever did this to her might have been planning to do just that. Hey, come help me! Someone's trapped! We grab onto her legs and hurry to drag her out of the swarm of snakes. I'm worried about her snake bites, but don't see any other large wounds. You're fine now?
You're fine now. Relax.
Snakes are less appetizing, indeed. Yes. Prey says, daRk, maybe if you give her a kiss or something, she'll wake up. No. I'm gonna say no on that. I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. Anyway, she's awake now. After all, the old lady is saying,
You're fine now. Relax. Just calm down. Deep breaths. Don't worry. No one will kiss you like Craze said. No one will do that to you.
Asuka speaks to her. But the woman doesn't reply. Her eyes are half open, staring vaguely. We can't let her die. Let's take her back to the mansion. She should be able to walk if we help her.
I agree, but she's completely naked. That wouldn't be good for streaming. ...
She's right. Is this really the time to be worried about streaming? Oh wait, you can go off now, Sensica. Thanks. Speaking of clothes, I just remembered. Oh, here, she can wear this. I unwrapped the bundle of clothes and put the lab coat for her to wear. Pull out the lab coat.
Alright, I suppose it's better than nothing. It's still somewhat kinky, though. I don't know if she'd approve this level of kink. You can't have this much blood and kink on a stream, you know, the YouTube people, the algorithms and such like that. You won't be able to monetize the stream anymore, you know.
We are the YouTube moderators. That place is off limits, also you are now demonetized. Hi says probably needs a shower. Yeah, maybe. She just might. Moonbear says no. Craze says, hey daRk, maybe you should lick the floor. I don't know, I'm not that hungry. Don't do that, says Moonbear. What if I was really hungry though? Take a big slurp. Limo. Bobby says stanky floor though. There's a good chance. Get a nice mouthful. I'll just remember it. I'll visualize it. Noise from the broadcast reverberates in the room. My flashlight blinks. Oh, that's never good.
Mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in.
Damn, she noticed.
What should we do?
We need to get out of here. I know H Elementary's layout pretty well. I should be able to find my way without a light. We've gotta go. We gotta get out. We gotta hurry. Let's help her up. Yasuoka takes a deep breath from the backseat. It sounds like a world-weary old person again. Person groan. You know those ones? Those world-weary old person groans?
I can sound old if I want to. I am elderly after all. That's right. I knew what you were thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking. Anyway, you didn't check out the Love Hotel like I recommended. ...
I'm not even gonna dignify that with an answer. Is this what they call Whammon's intuition, or did she just read my mind? Does that Whammon look like she'll be okay? We covered her securely with a lab coat, but I still hesitate to look at the rearview mirror or else we'll get demonetized.
Watch where you're looking. I can understand why you're interested, but you know...
I'm not trying to look, I promise. Look, I just wanted to... never mind. I just don't want to get demonetized. I'm clearly doing my best not to. Come on.
She's quiet. Her breathing is calm. She might be sleeping. She might not. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna poke her. Give me a second. I poked her. She's not responding. She's sleeping. Mr. Jaffman? I caught a glimpse.
What did you see? Try to keep my tone innocent.
The mark. I saw it when we were putting the coat on her. Right there on the body.
Oh.
We've added an...
Oh, so we've added another to our number. My heart drops when I think about how I'll have to tell her the truth of what's happening. But that doesn't mean I can't avoid it. I mean, I can avoid it. we'll have to tell her.
The truth is always cruel. Like a mark and snakes in a lab coat and not having any clothes on. But using that excuse to hide it from her would be even crueler. So tell her. You tear off that coat and you tell her the truth. You were covered in snakes and you have a mark on you and you're getting us demonetized now and it's all your fault. We should have left you in that classroom. I have a name, you know.
Question. The mystery woman seems asleep. Now she suddenly speaks up. You were awake? I'm sorry, we didn't know your name.
Oh my god, it's Madoka! I mean, okay, we gotta figure out a voice for her. Do we want to go with... Alright, I'm just gonna give her announcer voice. I'm Madoka Hiro. Or Hiro. Sorry. I don't care what happens. All I want is to take a shower as soon as possible.
Good work out there, Mr. Jeffman. Madam Yasuoka, you're back. Oh, who is that lady?
Later! Hurry and get a bath ready!
Your tone voice? Okay, you got it.
We lay a pale-faced Hiro on the sofa and immediately start treating her. With her guiding us, we were able to give her proper first aid. There's a lot of swelling, mostly in the chest region, but at least it seems none of the snakes were poisonous. After we finish, her face gradually regains its color. Hiro emerges from upstairs wearing the clothing we found in the science lab. It seems to suit her. Apparently, they had been hers. What a coincidence.
I almost died. Thanks for saving me, I guess.
Judging by that casual comment, it seems she's recovered her composure. She's still pretty pale, but she doesn't look shaken up anymore. Her voice is getting really annoying.
They only wanted to torment me, not kill me. Small mercies, I suppose. Otherwise, I would have choked on poison or been snake food by now.
I asks, can you do a Stitch voice? I bet he can. He's cute, no homo. See.
Spirits drag the living to the depths of despair before killing them. That's what Mewi had told me. Thanks to that nefarious nature of theirs, he was able to save.
You sure you're feeling okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I bounced back fast.
Who knows if that's true or if she's just putting on up an act, but regardless, her emotional strength is quite impressive. So, what were you doing in the school?
That's what I'd like to know. I was chasing after a woman named Manabi Zukawa. I must have fainted.
Oh wait, Zukawa. As in Zoo-sensei?
When I woke up, I was there.
Zukawa. Could that be Miss Zoo?
Miss Sue? Oh yeah, I heard that was her nickname for when she was a teacher.
Why were you chasing?
Hold up. My question first. Who are you people?
We give her a basic rundown of the situation. She listens quietly, but I can tell from her expression she's not convinced.
I see. I understand. But believing you is something else. You're all kind of sus, really. You say Zukawa might have become an inhuman monster. Save that talk for writing the horror story, okay?
Her face twitches briefly.
How is it at all? You all know this Miss Zukawa anyway. He's a colleague from the lab. A a lot of women work there, so we ended up talking a lot together. And the second I let my guard down,
Sounds like Zukawa caused some trouble.
she stole something important from me. First, I had no idea where she had disappeared to, and then I saw I started to get charged for a lot of like food orders that I didn't do, like Uber Eats and stuff, and I never use Uber Eats. I was like, she stole my credit card, didn't she? I searched the room in the dorm and I learned where she's holed up, and I found my credit information too. Going off of her recent credit purchase.
I swear I haven't played this part before.
Going off of her recent credit purchases, she's been shopping in H City, and I never go to H City.
What? A spirit that goes shopping? We have to meet her. The people would panic if something like that appeared in a grocery store.
What? Don't tell me you're serious. Oh wait, I know you. You're Aika Kashiwagi from Love and Hero. I totally am not interested in you, though. You seem idiotic on TV, so I guess that wasn't just an act.
Ooh. Oh, that's... Oh. That... Well, they're gonna fight. I want to see this fight. Gosuloli versus typical science nerd person.
Hey, that's really rude. Supposing you're right and she's a monster, no way she'd get out into public. See how I deftly changed the topic after insulting you? She obviously used the phone. I even checked with the company, too. A Wegman's voice asked them to bring the goods to a designated area. Paid in advance with a bank transfer. So the company delivered as ordered. But they didn't credit me back. Also, the delivery location happens to be a warehouse by H Elementary, so I guess we should go there next.
And just what were those goods?
Aminals. No idea what connection she pulled, but they're from pet stores and ranches. Cats, dogs, pigs, snakes, horses, and stuff. She even managed to get reindeer and ostriches. Black market too, spared no expense. With the Miss Sue name. Maybe she was starting a zoo or something.
What happened to those animals? She must not have noticed that she was out of consciousness at the time. But based on what we found in the classroom she was held in, I can hazard a guess.
So I waited at the empty warehouse for Zukawa to come. At some point I fainted. Next thing I know, I'm butt naked in the terrible position you found me in, ready to be demonetized. I'm sure she was behind it. Also, Jackson is trying to jump on me.
So then, is that when you got your mark then? Because I got my mark in a not so similar fashion. I was fully clothed and, I was just minding my own business. I wasn't knocked out or in any compromising situations that would get me in trouble with content providers or YouTube or anything like that. Not even Twitch. I'd be perfectly fine. Not like you, though. Not like you. You'd get banned.
What, Marco? You mean this? I still don't believe it. But even if Zukawa happens to be the spirit, then I didn't get it from her. I had this before I went to H City.
What? So where did you get it?
Chill, no need to get upset or anything. I suddenly had it when I woke up 9 days ago.
Did you go to any haunted places the day before like I did to shoot a video?
Don't be ridiculous! Don't lump me in with your inappropriate dressed idols like you. The same goes for...
Wait, she's saying inappropriately dressed. She was just buck naked. B-U-C-K naked. Like, less than 10 minutes ago.
As if something like this could kill you or give you amnesia. Not only is it unscientific, it's absurd. Absolutely impossible.
She's yelling. But that's inside, oh, she's shaking like a leaf. She's clearly more frightened now than when she was talking about the snakes. I guess she has a fear of the supernatural too, just like Show's dead now.
That's all I can tell you. You're going after Zukawa, right? I'll help you out. Are you truly alright with that? You might die, you know. I'm perfectly fine with that, though. I don't plan on letting that happen, but if it does, so be it. I hate the idea that people can be happy just being alive.
Wow. Your name is Miss Sunshine.
I'm a scholar. Life is for satisfying my intellectual curiosity. And for that, I need to get that thing back from the thieving hag.
Thieving hag.
So it's more important than your life? What in the world did she steal from you?
My credit information, you idiot.
Seems she doesn't plan on answering that. Too embarrassed. But we've no reason to turn her down. We should accept her help and get her credit card information.
Okay, Mr. Jeffman. Let's get back to H Elementary.
Ugh.
New info is added to the spirit file. Strange colleague. Well, folks, that is almost 3 hours in, so we're gonna pause this chapter. Pause. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'm gonna save it up. We're gonna save this bad boy. I believe the save button was Y. New data. Do we need new data? We don't need any more nudes. Save. Moonbear says I don't like that lady. She's rude. Oh, you said she was cute just like 3 seconds ago. Stuck up, too smart. She's a smart mouth, eh? One of them smart mouth ladies. I see. Yeah, I don't trust her either. I think she knows more than she's letting on. One of those types. Anyway, that's gonna end the stream. Sadly, Mary is dead. Also, Black Bunny is also dead. Very disappointing. Or is she? Tune in next time to find out. Anyway, thanks for joining us. This is daRk saying, have a good one. Wherever you are in the world. Enjoy creepy piano music. I'm sorry, I reminded you about Mary. My bad. But maybe she's not dead, you never know. Finn, I'm sorry, I reminded you about Finn as well. Maybe he's not dead either. Maybe this is all a dream. Maybe you're just gonna wake up and you're like, oh, good. And then you won't find daRk's channel anymore because it was all just a dream that's been lasting like... How long have I been on? This is almost... Wait, so much. Oh, we're almost at the 2-year mark. Amazing. We're getting close to it. A few months away. Anyway, this is daRk saying, have a good one, wherever you're in the world. Ow. Oh, 2 years.